Hi everyone. If you're viewing this video, you're either very curious about how my summer went or you're stuck on the journal prompt and you need a little bit of direction. So I'm going to try to walk you through exactly like what you should do for this assignment, but then also give you a few ideas because I know that summer vacation is not the usual summer vacation that we have. We all had restrictions and things we could do and couldn't do. And so it was a little bit of a weird summer. For instance, I love to go camping, but the campgrounds filled up. So we weren't able to get a spot at a campground, which is, I mean, I'm glad people are enjoying nature. But it was something that we usually do that we couldn't do just because of how many people were doing it. Okay, so we are about 2 weeks late start. Originally, this journal was for August 25th. So this is our September 8th, 2020 daily journal. Describe your summer vacation. What did you do? Where did you go? And what was your most favorite moment of the summer of 2020? And a couple things to consider as you write. You definitely want 5 sentences or more. If you have less than 5 sentences, there's more detail that you definitely can add. Better writers will write even more than that. And I'll kind of show you how that's possible through the little tool, the web that I have on the next slide. Always remember to use complete sentences, use details to better explain your response, and then use Immersive Reader to read back your journal entry to catch any mistakes. And hopefully I've already shown you as a class how to do that. It's a little add-on that we have up in the upper right-hand corner. So if I haven't done that, raise your hand and say, Mrs. Flagg, you haven't shown us how to use Immersive Reader. It's a great tool to be able to find your mistakes when you write. Okay, so here we have a graphic organizer that's going to kind of help you jog your memory about your summer. Even little tiny activities that you do can actually turn into a pretty amazing thing. So like I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my goodness, we didn't go on any vacations, no amazing places, and no camping trips. Well, there were still some things that kept my interest and time. So what you're going to do is under activity 1, you're going to pick 4 activities. This says 3, it should be 4. Let me just change that right now. Okay, and so you're going to have 4 activities that you can think of that you enjoyed. Doesn't have to be things you did all summer, just for some of the summer. So the first activity that I had was we did a lot of walking. And so I'm just going to put walking. All you need is like one word to jog your memory. That's going to turn into your topic sentence and say, this summer, I did a lot of walking. And then you probably want some details. How far did I walk? Where did I walk? Why did I walk? Well, Mr. Flagg and I had a challenge that we wanted to walk 10 miles a day throughout all of COVID, the whole time that we were on quarantine. And so I'm just gonna put challenge there because that will remind me to write about our 10-mile a day challenge. And then you probably want to know where we went. Well, sometimes we would walk to Tops grocery store. Now, if my text box is ever too small, you can kind of bring it down a little and resize it just a little bit. You can also bring your font down just a little bit as well. And then finally, so we actually thought it would be fun. We took our cooler backpacks and we walked down to Tops a grocery store and we got dinner for that night and then walked back. So we were just walking champions. And then the last thing we did, which I was really proud of, is we walked down to Dobbins Landing and back. and I had never done that. Now, on our way back, we stopped at Subway. It became a really nice day. We stopped at Subway, and then we got our favorite subs, and then we sat down in Perry Square, and we ate our lunch. And the local daycare came along with their little preschoolers, and they came over to play in the fountain, although there wasn't water, so they just kind of ran around. It was really cute. So that was one of my neat days. So notice how I just have one word, but that one word can be turned into a full sentence. Okay, the next activity that we did a little bit of is Minecraft. We did family Minecraft. My daughters were really into a couple mods. One of the mods I can remember is like called Techtopia. Another one was like a flower mod, and I love flowers, so it had all these new flowers to it. So I'm going to put whole family because I'm going to write about how we were all on our separate laptops. My oldest daughter, Crystal, is 24, and then my younger twins, Douglas and Marissa, are 22, and then Mr. Flag and we all sat around and played together on the same server, and it was really fun. I'd like to write a little bit about how I am the farmer of the family. I really love creating the gardens and harvesting crops. And then I also like to make recipes and foods out of it. So I'm kind of also the automatic farmer or automatic inventor. I came up with a chicken farm. Of course, I researched it on the web first, but I was trying to make everything kind of automatic. So that was really fun. So then this could turn into another paragraph. Notice you can have your topic sentence. Another activity that I did this summer is Minecraft, and then you can go ahead and put the other details in there as subsequent sentences. Okay, the third activity that I really enjoyed were the family visits. We haven't seen as much as my parents, as much of my parents and Mr. Flagg's parents as I would like to. And so, but we did get to visit with them some. And how we got to do it in a safe way is we set up a canopy in our yard. And then everyone brought their own drinks and food so that we knew it was all safe. And we kept our masks on the whole time because we do not want to infect our parents, because Mr. Flagg's parents are very close to 80, and I think his dad is 80, about to be 81. And then my parents are a little younger, but they're still in their mid 70s. So it was very important to keep them safe. So it was very strange because it's not the type of picnic we usually have. However, it was wonderful to see them. So it was special to us. And the final activity that I can think of that reminds me the most of summer is doing the bike riding that we got to do. We found a new trail in Ohio, and not a lot of people use it, so it was very safe. But it's called the Greenway Trail in Ohio. So let me add that. Ohio, good. And then we set our record for the most amount of miles that we've ever biked. We biked 27 miles total on that trail, and it was a beautiful trail. I'd highly suggest it if you're ever looking for a place to bike as a family. And then I'm going to put upgrades. I made some upgrades to my bicycle since we were traveling such long distances. So we got new bike seats that are a little padded. As you can imagine, if you ride for long distances on your bike, it can get a little bit uncomfortable. So we got new bike seats, and then I got this cool cell phone holder that was actually made for motorcycles so that it will hold on to my cell phone even when I'm on the bike. I'm pretty rough on my bike. So I could write about the upgrades on my bicycle. And so as you look at this, you can actually write quite a few sentences, even when you think, I didn't do anything this summer. And you can actually turn it into a very well-formed daily journal. Okay, so I'm hoping this helped, and on your copy, if you're having trouble, brainstorm like this on your graphic organizer, and you'll see also that you have more to write about than you think you do. Okay, I hope this helped, and be sure to raise your hand if you have any questions. All right, thank you.